This podcast is part of the Big Heads Media Podcast Network. Go to bigheadsmedia.com for more great podcasts.
Whoa! Whoa!
Stair got his pubes trapped in the escalator. Well, support for TV tuners comes from Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-belt grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. That's right, folks. You don't want to end up like Stairmaster here, whose untrimmed pubes ended up with him being trapped in this escalator.
Someone save me! It's pulling me in!
And there's only one man who can save Stairmaster now. Dr. Smoothsack.
Hello, it is I. Jingle balls to the walls, fellas. Listen up. Untrimmed pubes are a thing of the past. We're going to get your friend out of here using the Manscaped Lawnmower 2.0.
Whoa! That has proprietary advanced skin-safe technology!
That's right. Also, the perfect package will also come with a pair of Manscaped boxer briefs that'll keep your junk feeling fresh all day.
Whoa!
Well, I don't think I need that.
Well, I don't know. Your balls kind of smell, bro. I hope there's some crop preserver in there.
That's because of all the adrenaline.
There absolutely is, and you can also get 20% off plus free shipping with the code BIGHEAD at manscaped.com.
Wow.
That's right, I am charging you for this.
Oh, well, that seems like a bit of a ripoff, but...
Well, get to it.
Oh, here's my wallet. Oh no, I dropped it in the escalator.
Huh, what?
Oh no!
Well, it's very affordable, and your friends will get 20% off and free shipping with the code BIGHEAD at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code BIGHEAD. Clean up your nuts and make Santa proud this year.
Note, Dr. Smoothsack is not a real doctor.
You can say
this is not medical advice.
Whoa! Whoa!
Hi there, folks, and welcome to TV Tuners. TV Tuners is a podcast for the true fanatics. It's a weekly dive into the latest in TV news and reviews. I'm your host, Swanson. With me, as always, is my co-host and, Joker, Stairmaster. Yeah, you sure are a wild, misogynistic guy.
What does he even do in this episode besides be an asshole? He's not really a very good Joker.
That's kind of Joker-ish, right?
Kill some people.
I think they all kill people. Besides Caesar Romeo.
Huh? Who?
Caesar
you mean
Romano?
all the Joker? You mean all the Jokers?
Cesar?
I thought you were naming someone from the show.
Yes. No.
Sure.
I can do that if you want. Alan Tudyk.
Wait, they're
Giancarlo
on the show?
Esposito.
Who is Giancarlo Esposito playing? Lex Luthor. He's not in this episode. Okay. Yes, very.
You were so scared.
Like he was the vulgar plant that's in Poison Ivy's house.
Well, now you just ruined who you were going to be, Kyorain. And with us, as always, is our co-host and vulgar plant, Kyorain.
Oh. Well, you can also be a lesbian.
Oh? You mean, is that what Poison Ivy is? Is that what you're saying?
Probably. I mean, wasn't that what was in the trailer?
Was that what was in the trailer?
I don't know. It's been so long.
It's been 15 years.
I mean, in the comics, Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy have a quasi-romance, so...
Yeah.
They're cowards.
Because
yeah, cowards.
DC's cowards.
Hello.
Anyway, yeah, Kyo's here.
Hi.
And yeah, welcome to TV Tuners, a podcast where we talk about television and nothing else.
We also talk about the grim world of television, which I guess is also an offshoot of television, I guess.
Yeah, we would say that's part of it. Yeah.
Yes!
Anyway, if you like what you're hearing so far and you want to subscribe, you can do so at any of the podcatchers of your choice. Just look for TV Tuners, and we'll be there, waiting.
Watching.
We're available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, all of the great podcatchers of your choice. You can leave a 5-star review. And also, we're available on Twitter. You can find us at TV Tuners.
What?
You can also use the hashtag TV Tuners.
Hold on, I gotta check this out.
All right, yeah, confirm.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's there.
Wow, we even have a logo. Amazing. I didn't... Wow,
If only we had some
photos
sort
and
of
videos.
banners.
Oh my god.
Wow, a banner in this TV.
It's almost like it works somehow. Anyway, you can also use the hashtag TV Tuners, and we'll give a glance at what you're saying. We're also individually available on Twitter, if that's a thing you're into. I'm available at Jesse Swanson.
I'm at Stare R1.
I'm at Real Kyorain.
Does
And,
the
I'm not gonna
R1
spell
stand
that.
for real one? Okay.
Yes.
I thought it was R1, like on the PS controller.
I think it's just because Stare was already taken.
Oh. All right,
I heard
well,
that.
I have to mention a friend made me this account because they got tired of me being banned.
Wow, what a loyal, close friend of yours.
What a real
a loyal friend who I hope listens.
They're also suspended from Twitter right now.
Also, I heard Twitter's going to free up account names at some point.
Oh, so you thinking Kyorain's going to be there?
It is going to...
We're going to have to get all those racial
It is going to be
epithets.
there, but I'm not going to take it. I'm going to take some kind of slur instead.
That tracks. Anyway, say your Twitter one more time because I rudely interrupted you. Kyo.
Which one?
Real Kyorain, which, good luck spelling it.
That's right.
It's Kiori. No, A.
Yep, even your closest friends can't spell it. Anyway, and we also have an email address if you have any quips, comments, questions, foresights, or otherwise, you can send them to us at tvtunerspodcast@gmail.com. What's that email address, Kyorain?
Oh my god, we have email too? Oh, that's so exciting. It's tvtunerspodcast@gmail.com.
That's right. You can be like Andrew, who sent us this letter. Or email, I guess, but it could be a letter. If you
It's a
want.
letter, it's a letter.
It's a letter, you stupid.
All right. Kyo's Crazy Conundrums is the title. Hey, Kyo.
Oh!
Yes!
Yeah, this is only for Kyorain, I suppose.
Oh, man, you can see the serotonin just flushing through his veins.
Hey, Kyo. In the following situations, would you call your best bud Swanson or your top dude Stairmaster for help?
Oh.
Listed are 5 situations, Kyorain, so I want you to choose wisely.
Okay. I can't wait.
1. You're about to be late to work because you ran into some real nasty chode construction.
How is chode spelled?
CHODE.
Oh, he's using it as an adjective.
I would definitely...
I thought it was
I'd definitely ask Swanson for help because Stairmaster would probably like swerve off the road or something trying to get me there.
I would
That's
probably
true.
be
Stairmaster's track record with driving
time
is
of day.
not great. Of course, to be fair, neither is mine. But
I think Kyo's the only one who hasn't gotten into a major accident.
I've gotten into a pretty major accident, I guess, but I came out unscathed and it wasn't my fault at all, so I don't know.
well, yeah,
Wow.
I guess Kyo should just trust in himself in this case.
Yeah. Believe in yourself.
This next one. You just had a rough meeting with your boss that didn't chode well for your career.
Oh my god, this word keeps showing up.
Chode.
I'm assuming that this time around he wanted you to do something with a chode.
Well, I think I'd probably quit.
The boss
The
or
boss.
Geo?
I think
Who's
I'd probably
Geo?
quit. I'd probably quit this job because this doesn't sound very like a good workplace, but...
Yeah, but who would you come to
Yeah.
for help?
Yeah, I'm thinking of who would help me quit the job most, and I'm gonna go with Stare on this one.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm a no-nonsense. when it comes to the bourgeoisie.
And also has many experiences, yes.
And losing his job.
Very experienced in the field of losing jobs.
Yeah, and once I'm unemployed, I can hang out at his house.
Yeah, you can meet my cats.
Yeah. Watch him bicker.
All right, you're close to finding the Michigan magician's secret buried treasure, but you need help deciphering the chode word.
Mm.
Wait.
The chode word, I guess, is not just
okay,
chode.
what is...
I would definitely go with Stare on this one because he has a lot of free time to help me decipher things.
True.
Oh, but do you think I'm better at cryptology
probably.
than
Swanson doesn't seem to really know too much about that. He just throw it in the... I give him the paper with the code on it, and he'd look at it for like 10 minutes and then crumple it up and throw it in the trash.
Yeah, I got other stuff to do.
Yeah, Swanson's got a temper.
Fuck you.
Oh, no.
Let's see. You need a ride to the junkyard because your car got chode.
Two car-related things. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Swanson on this one.
Wait, you gotta consider that you're gonna need some emotional comforting.
Yeah.
Because your car got
He'd tell me everything's alright. He'd be like, he'd sit me down and say, Keo, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be alright.
And I wouldn't?
Well, but I'm better at driving, apparently. For some reason.
Also, Stare would probably be more panicked than I am. He'd be like, Keo, your car's going forever now.
Yes, that's what I would be concerned about.
But then he would also be like, we gotta break in and steal it back.
Don't worry.
Come on, we'll jump this.
Don't worry, Keo. I got a sword and a gun.
And you don't know how he produced it, but it is right there in the car. All right, this is the final one. You have...
Wait. Would Keo have the sword or the gun?
Oh, yeah, what one would... And okay, this is sort of a little game inside this game here. What one would you choose, the sword or the gun, Keo, right?
Yeah, it's the other one goes to me.
I'd definitely take the gun because there's a lot less risk of Stare hurting himself with the sword, I think.
Yeah, that's good.
I think there's a lot more.
You think so?
I think I'm better with my hands than my feet,
because
especially when I'm traversing a junkyard.
Because you chose the gun and Staremaster chose the sword. Stare cuts off his own dick.
Oh my god! I'm so sorry, Stare.
Guess I don't need Manscaped anymore.
No, you still need it. That's the big problem. No hair grows on that.
That's what happened. You tripped over your own massive pubes.
Yeah, but they weren't attached to my balls. They were just in the junkyard waiting to be
where all pubes go.
After I used Manscaped.
I'm ready for the final question here.
Okay. You have to write a book report on the Grapes of Wrath, but you're just not sure how to summarize the thematic representations of Tom Chode.
That is not a character in the Grapes of Wrath.
Okay, I'm going with Stare because he at least seems like he knows who's in that.
It's about labor.
Yeah, Stare would probably know a little bit about the Grapes of Wrath. I only read Of Mice and Men.
Yeah.
Which is like a very good companion piece.
It is or isn't?
It is.
Yeah, I didn't have any patience for the Grapes of Wrath.
Definitely going with Stare on this one. He seems pretty learned.
Well, I guess Stare is more of a good friend than I am.
He's one of those guys.
I never read the Grapes of Wrath either, but I have read The Great Gatsby.
And when you think about it, the Great Gatsby is sort of like the Grapes of Wrath.
Stare sits down and reads all the proper literature and all the theory, and he knows everything going on.
That's true. When I walked into the studio, Staremaster was reading War and Peace together.
Wow.
The omnibus.
Yes. Anyway, he ends with, thanks, Andrew, E. Canada.
You're welcome, Andrew. And thank you for sending in that wonderful letter.
That's right. Again, that email address, if you want to send it in a letter and get it read here on the podcast, is tvtunerspodcast@gmail.com. All right, well, let's move on.
Wait, did he tally up, like, where we stand?
Yeah, it's 3-2. I'm only good in car situations, evidently.
Maybe we should get a car podcast going.
Oh yeah, call ourselves the Car Boys.
Talk.
Look, I just want to enjoy the semi-new car Swanson bought. Okay,
it's true. It's not semi-new. It is a 2019 car.
Whoa, Mr. Big Rolls.
Let's just say I've acquired some money.
It's old now because it's been more than a month. Sorry, Swanson.
It's true. It has lost market value.
It's appreciated by half just by taking it out of the dealership.
It also has almost 7,000 miles
but you need it to live. So...
What can I say? Anyway, let's go on and talk about what you guys watched this week. Anything interesting?
I've been watching On Cinema at the Cinema.
Classic.
I would give it about 5 bags of popcorn.
How many sticks of butter?
Is that good?
None. It's out of 5. 5 is as high as it goes.
Whoa. That's huge.
That's a glowing review, Stare.
What?
You know what? I'll give it 6.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's good, I guess. It makes me feel deeply uncomfortable.
And that's good.
But not like Hotel Mumbai.
Which is only 4 bags of popcorn.
Yeah, I would recommend watching On Cinema instead of Hotel Mumbai.
Also, I have some bad news for the podcast.
You did not watch Hotel Mumbai?
I did not watch Hotel Mumbai.
That's good, because I didn't watch Last Heist either.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. We are deeply sorry, and as a show of penance, Stairmaster is going to behead me with this katana.
Oh.
Well, I was going to disembowel myself, and you would be... I thought you were going to behead me if I made a sound.
Could you guys wait to do this until the end of the podcast?
I guess.
All right. Just so that I don't have to look for co-hosts halfway through.
Okay, Swanson. We'll put it off a little while. Maybe 10 more minutes there? Does that sound good?
Okay, Kia. Yeah, Kia, who would you rather have as your second for your seppuku? Me or Swanson?
Swanson.
You trust me to do seppuku?
He trusts you to behead him if he makes his noise.
It's true.
Of pain.
Yeah, I'd probably be good at that.
Stair would start tweeting or something.
I'd be like, no, don't do it.
Yeah. And meanwhile, I would watch stoically.
Yeah.
Swanson would just be like death before dishonor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely trust Swanson this. I'd be in pain for at least a minute before Stair finished me off, and I don't want that.
I would probably get stuck on your neck.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, I've been, as we all know, I'm trained in the blade. I'm trained in the blade.
Yeah, Swanson's got more upper body strength.
Do I?
I don't know.
I guess, technically.
We'll have to take shirtless selfies and compare them, I guess.
Yeah, look for that on Twitter. Anyway, this week I've been watching more of The Mandalorian.
Oh, I didn't see this week's episode.
Good.
Give me all the spoilers.
Stuff happens. It's unrelated to the whatever arching plot you might believe there is.
Oh, again?
It's almost as if the show's plot isn't really a big deal. I like it.
So how long do you think it'll be until they have a cliffhanger where the baby Yoda's in trouble?
I'm guessing like
you know that's gonna happen.
Episode 6
and that's
or 7.
gonna be like the real. That's gonna be like the real test of whether that show's great or not. It's if they can land that and make us all freak out on the internet for a week after.
Well, I imagine it'll only. There's only 8 episodes, so I imagine it'll be soon-ish. Anyway, yes.
So Giancarlo Esposito did not show up yet.
I won't tell.
Say it.
I refuse.
Okay.
What a tense standoff we have here on the TV Tuners podcast.
Yeah, it's almost like the tense standoff between the Mandalorian and.
Swanson has been shot.
Oh no! I've been shot because.
What? Have you been shot?
Yes, I'm sorry. I was in shock. I was shot for revealing secrets about the Mandalorian.
Wow! Rest in peace.
I'm not dead.
Another name on the Bob Iger kill list.
I'm not dead. I'm just been shot.
Hey, what did you watch this week, Stair?
Yep. I already answered that question.
Yeah, what did you watch this week, Keo?
I watched My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear, no.
And I have an announcement to make.
Oh no, I don't like this.
Are you?
I'm joining a brand new fandom.
Are you joining a horse supremacy group?
Yeah.
This is shocking, Keo Ryan.
Well, I was watching it with my sisters who had it on,
Oh, all right.
and they were being nostalgic
had
about
knives.
it.
Now, Kia, I don't know how often we've talked about it on the podcast ourselves, but you are what we would call not a fan of horses.
Yeah, I've got some major issues with horses and horse-like creatures.
So
They're your most hated animal.
easily.
You ever see a horse smile at you?
No.
No, can't say that I have.
Yeah,
Have
it's
you?
not good. Yeah, I have.
Oh dear.
So, knowing how you feel about horses, how do you feel about this show?
I thought it was it was fine. It confused me.
Hot take.
Hot
take.
It confused me as to how grown men like it, but it seemed like a cute kids show.
Well, some of them want to fuck the horses.
And also, some of them just think it's good, I guess.
And some of them just got the Michael Jackson permanent childhood thing.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna be upset with them. It's okay. It's fine.
You can be upset with them.
They can like what they want to like.
Okay.
Keo, you can be upset with anybody you want to be upset with.
Well, I'm upset with Swanson.
Oh, why?
Well, you know how we put condiments in the refrigerator here at the studio?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you used at least 2 knifefuls of my mayonnaise.
Yeah, I needed it.
Oh,
Yeah,
These
you're not
sandwiches...
even going to apologize?
No, I needed it. These sandwiches aren't going to mayonnaise themselves.
Yeah, see, this is why Sarah and I don't like hanging out with you.
It's a communal refrigerator.
I'm not sure why we have a refrigerator, to be honest. I mean, like a cooler for, like, lunches we bring in would make more sense.
No, we bought an entire refrigerator along with a stove.
Yeah, but I know, I was there. I went to Lowe's with you guys.
We also bought a bed, but that's for different things.
Yeah, and Stair started a fire trying to make a
on the
Stairs-
Patreon.
Stair started a fire trying to make a creme brulee, and we stopped using the stove after that.
Yeah. And he's still been trying to perfect that creme brulee to this day, so
One day.
it's just not going to happen,
One day.
bud.
So, what did you watch this week, Swanson?
We already talked about that. How about instead we
And that wraps it up for Trailer Blazers.
How about instead we go to the news?
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
That's right. The holiday season is upon us, and so that means that the news has been sort of slow going. But that doesn't mean that we haven't got some juicy bits here, including Star Wars. That's right.
Boom.
Who's your favorite Star Wars character?
Moon Man.
So no,
That's a good one, yeah.
that is not a Star Wars character.
Moon Man, classic Star Wars character.
No, that is a racist meme based off the Mac Tonight.
Moon Man, great character.
Okay. Darth Vader,
Okay.
R2D2.
Are you sure it isn't Jar Jar Binks? I'm asking only because everyone naturally loved Jar Jar Binks in the Star Wars prequels. And the person...
He's one of cinema's most important characters.
Yeah, and
He did some really important stuff in the Star Wars movie.
Yeah, and no one would agree with that more than the voice actor for Jar Jar Binks, Ahmed Best, who has been enjoying the fans' reception for years now, to the point that he almost committed suicide because of too much love from the fans.
Wow, he was just so happy he wanted to die.
That's right. Anyway, in what is either an act of goodwill from Disney or an act of pity, Disney has recently called upon him to host a Star Wars related game show for Disney Plus.
Why would they do this?
Titled Star Wars Jedi Temple Challenge. The segment is pretty much going to be Legends of the Hidden Temple, but with Star Wars shit.
And a guy dressed like Anakin Skywalker hunting down the children contesting.
Yeah,
so are these death games or what? What's the story here?
Well,
Well, he does have a lightsaber, and he is going to swing it at the kids.
They are going to have to try and solve these Jedi puzzles before, I guess, stormtroopers. The clone troopers get them and Order 66 their asses. And during it, like, Ahmed Best is going to say something like Jar Jar shit or something.
Oh, big moments!
Yeah, and to be clear, this isn't Ahmed Best playing himself as, like, a host. He's reprising the role of Jar Jar. No, I'm kidding. It's not actually happening.
He previously reprised the role in the Star Wars Clone Wars series.
Which I heard he was good in that.
What? I mean, his performance was good.
So what about, like, was Jar Jar good in that?
I don't know.
You didn't go that far?
All I know is he makes out with the Lady Gunga in one episode.
Ooh, well, good on him. No, I was kidding. Ahmed Best is going to just be the host, sort of hanging around, hoping that you blissfully forget about Jar Jar Binks.
I'm gonna remember Jar Jar Binks from his role in Star Wars, and I'm gonna really enjoy it.
Listen, Jar Jar Binks, or really any character from anything, especially Star Wars, is not bad enough that you should, I don't know, spew vitriol at someone constantly.
I mean, rewatch The Phantom Menace. You're just gonna be like, this is a weird movie.
Besides, there are tons of real life people who deserve your vitriol.
Like Swanson.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm gonna do,
what?
Swanson. I'm gonna go on to Twitter.com. And I'm going to look for this person's Twitter account, and what I'm going to do is reply to everything he ever posts with something about Jar Jar.
Oh, I bet that's good. Yeah.
I'm also going to include some racial slurs there, too.
Yeah, that tracks. Yeah.
And then I'm going to make death threats towards Swanson and post a Photoshop image of you being...
And also send them to that guy.
Yeah, I'm going to make death threats directed at Swanson at this guy as well. And I'm going to post a Photoshopped image of Swanson being crucified.
Is like Jar Jar Binks looking on or something?
Yeah, he's looking on. And
he's gonna die!
He's looking on. I'm not sure if he's going to be happy or in horror.
No, he's going to be penitent.
Yeah, for some reason Jar Jar Binks is saying, "Welcome to the jungle, Misa gonna die." Which really sort of muddies the message.
A teary-eyed Jar Jar staring at the burning World Trade Centers.
That's what I'm going to do on Twitter, but to make sure I don't get banned, I'm going to post also some Nazi stuff so they don't ever ban me.
Oh, true. Yeah, it's just a difference of opinion.
Yeah. It would be censorship if they were to ban me for my political views.
Anyway, we can look forward to Star Wars Jedi Temple Challenge to be released at some point in 2020.
Is that TV Tuners Tune In?
Yes. Are we going to watch a game show?
Our first game show, yes.
Wow. All right. Well,
I can't wait.
We're going from Disney, or from Star Wars, to something else owned by Disney, Marvel.
What isn't owned by Disney?
King of the Hill. Oh fuck! It is owned by Disney.
Oh no. Dragon Ball Z. They only have the distribution rights for the movies, not the actual intellectual property.
Now.
They're encroaching.
Yeah.
No, that'll start World War III.
Huh.
Like, Japan will rebuild its military if that happens.
I think they're ready for World War III. Disney is.
Anyway, Hulu and Marvel have been teaming up recently for a slew of animated series, which we talked about, I think, briefly.
Why?
The answer is money, obviously, Stairmaster. That's why.
Yes.
They're all animated shows
Money?
that are coming to Hulu. MODOK, Hit Monkey, Howard the Duck, and, of course, Tigra and Dazzler, which was a show that was going to feature the two unrelated heroines who are now on a show together for some reason. And
money is a way of turning labor into a commodity.
Oh.
Wait, so you're saying when I do work, I can get paid in money?
Well, you don't get paid for all of your work. They actually take a chunk of the value of
I
your
get to keep like 95% of the value of my labor.
More like 20% best case.
Yeah.
Anyway, the show in question that we're talking about is Tigra and Dazzler, which was going to star the two unrelated heroines as
Isn't that
woke superheroes who are looking to get respected in the superhero community.
Isn't that from like Thundercats? Tigra?
No, Tigra is just a Tigra lady who happens to be a superhero.
Yeah, from Thundercats.
She came out. I think she came out before Thundercats. Anyway, the show was being produced by comedian Chelsea Handler, who is, after 15 weeks into production, the only person left on the staff.
Ooh.
That's right. 15 weeks in, the entire writing staff has been fired.
What did they do?
So I assume she's animating it as well.
Yes, it's going to be a terrible strain on her wrists. We don't know because they've been dismissed under the age-old press release of unnamed creative concerns.
They wanted to spend more time with their family.
Yeah,
Did they give us a script that was like the show we watched this week, and they just fired him on the spot?
One could only hope. Apparently the suggestion here is, of course, that Marvel didn't like whatever scripts they were turning out so much that the entire writing team needed to be fired.
The girls kissed, so Marvel had to purge.
Oh, that's possible. It's very possible. Anyway, the other 3 shows were scheduled to go on as planned. And for now, this seems to be just a weird sort of hiccup and has nothing to do with the big shift in TV production recently, because Disney announced that Marvel golden child Kevin Feige was going to be handling TV production from now on instead of whoever was running it before.
That dumb idiot who kept Daredevil out of the MCU.
Yeah. So now that we can now that we don't have the rights to the Netflix characters currently to put on TV, Kevin Feige.
They had a janitor. They had a janitor handling it before.
That makes sense. That's the only way that season 2 of Jessica Jones makes sense. Is that a janitor wrote it?
Busted.
I could have said Iron Fist, but I know Keel likes that, so I saved it for a show that we all agreed didn't have a good second season.
I still haven't seen it.
Yep, see?
And I never will.
And I haven't seen the third one, and I probably never will.
Wait, third?
There's a third season of Jessica Jones. It came out
unannounced. When did this happen?
At the beginning of June, because it was the last Netflix show to get renewed before they started canceling them.
Yeah,
wow.
It was all right.
Good for her.
But you watched all 3 seasons, Kieran?
Yeah.
You're not, like, bullshitting me right now?
No. Are you sure you aren't getting mixed up with El Camino?
Which
also featured
which also featured Kristen Ritter in a much smaller role.
For like 20 seconds, and I thought that was Jessica Jones.
You're like, wow, what's Jessica Jones doing here?
That would have been cool if she'd shown up at the end.
Yeah, and Jesse, for some reason, thought it was Jane.
And she gives Jesse life advice.
But also she's in Alaska for some fucking reason.
Yeah, season 3 was all right. There was a serial killer. He was gross. He was not friendly.
Ooh, so he wasn't like Kilgrave, who of course is a friendly serial killer.
No, he was not like, he didn't have any powers. He was just nasty.
Ooh, he was a nasty man.
Yeah, that's how you would say it. Someone's a very nasty man. Believe me.
Believe me, I know nasty man. That's a nasty man.
Oh, I get the reference.
I'm glad. Anyway, yeah, that's it for the news. So let's move on to a new segment, hot off the presses. It's Swanson's Hot Takes. Hit the theme, Keo.
Meltdown.
That's right. This is a new segment where I'm going to give you two my latest hot takes, and you're going to tell me whether or not these takes are that hot.
I don't think you got any hot takes for us at all, Swanson.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
I think this grill you're putting the takes on is iron cold.
Yeah, I'm going to touch it right now.
Yeah, the grill is hot. These takes will determine whether or not they are hot. So how this works is I'm going to give you my take. You and Stairmaster will discuss amongst yourselves and probably with me, hopefully, whether or not the take is hot. Should it come to a disagreement, you will have to try and both convince me whether or not the take is hot.
Okay.
I remain unconvinced about these takes being hot or not.
Are we going to start off with the TV-related takes?
Ooh, I don't have any of those.
Oh, God!
I've saved my TV-related takes for when we talk about TV shows at the end.
The grim world of television.
Yes. These are just sort of some general hot takes that I have. And also, at the end, we're going to determine what was the hottest take. And that'll be one that I post on my Twitter without any context.
Okay.
All right, this first one. Relish is not a condiment.
Hot take.
Lukewarm take.
That's not one of the options. Why is that a lukewarm take?
Well, it is a take.
Well, we agree it's a take. That's not the point. Is it a hot take or not a hot?
It's a cold. That's not a hot take.
It's not a hot take.
I guess lukewarm take is a funner way of saying that.
Okay. Well, I guess if you want to say that, yeah, lukewarm take is not a hot take. Sure.
Okay. What are your standards for a hot take? Because that's groundbreaking. It is absolute consensus that relish is a condiment.
No, relish is not a condiment because I wouldn't personally put it on anything.
There's plenty of things you can put on food that aren't condiments, like soy sauce.
Yeah, soy sauce a condiment, Kieran?
Yeah, I mean, it can be.
Wow. Oh, right, okay.
I guess I'm undone.
So here's the deal. You guys seem to have you don't seem to have a consensus here, so I need you to tell me whether or not this is a hot take.
Okay, when you describe relish, you invariably call it a condiment. It's part of the definition of what relish is.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike soy sauce, which has a lot of uses, relish you pretty much have to just put it on something, or mix with other condiments.
Oh, I guess you can use soy sauce as an ingredient.
Or you can dip something in soy sauce.
You cannot put relish in the oven. Absolutely not.
You'll create a being of untold power.
Or a big pop.
You'll create a big pop.
I guess Kio's right.
Oh, so it is a hot take. Okay.
It is a hot take.
Confirmed hot take. Relish is not a condiment. Put it on the grill. All right, here's my next one. Houses do not require stairs.
Not a hot take.
Ooh. Okay. Stairmaster.
Hot take.
Ooh.
What if you need to get to the roof?
You don't use stairs to get onto the roof. You use like a ladder.
There's no stairs that lead to the roof unless you live in like an apartment complex.
I mean, ladders are basically just vertical stairs.
They're highly distinct from stairs.
Yeah, stairs are sort of not removable.
Who are we gonna trust on this one? The guy named Kioran or the guy named Stairmaster?
Oh fuck, he's got you there, Kioran. I'll be honest.
But you're not a master of stairs. You're just like an exercise device.
No, I didn't know that was a thing when I picked that name. I thought it was just a made-up word that Coach C said one time.
Okay, I'm gonna need you guys. It looks like once again we have an argument here. I'm gonna need you guys to convince me.
Okay, so there are plenty of single-story houses that have no use for any staircases. So of course,
but there's also plenty of single-story houses that are like on a very steep hill, and a staircase would be very helpful.
Well, sure, in those cases you would want a staircase, but some houses absolutely don't need any stairs.
What about basements?
Well, they don't have those in California, so.
Oh, true.
Well,
but they do have them other places.
Imagine building a house with a basement in California.
Actually, we do have basements in California. It's just not every building has them.
That's hubris.
What do you think is going to happen? Are we going to be in the basement when the earthquake happens?
No. You're going to be in the basement when the volcano erupts.
Oh.
Uh-oh. But that's a good point, though. If you have a basement, then you do want to have stairs. But not all houses have basements, so there you go. There's plenty of houses that don't need any stairs at all. Completely flat houses.
All right, well, Stairmaster, I feel like you haven't made a case yet for why this is a hot take.
I think stairs would be more visually interesting than not having them.
We're talking about practicality here.
Isn't the house looking nice important to your living?
With your city slicker, high-rise apartment buildings. I guess you need stairs, but, here in real America, you don't need any.
The real America where Kioran lives.
I guess it's... Okay, but I'm still not sure it's a hot take, because who really cares about...
That is true, actually. That is true. No one cares. That's not a hot take.
Fuck
All right, throw it in the trash. All right. Here's my next one. Burgers do not need to be grilled.
Not a hot take. I mean, you can cook them other ways.
You can bake them. Bake a burger. You ever had yourself a nice baked burger?
Yeah, not a hot take. I like to put my burgers in a sous vide thing.
And a what?
Is that how you pronounce that? It's like you put it in a bag and then like
oh, I know what you mean.
It goes underwater.
Yes.
I mean, you could cook them on a stove instead of a grill.
Yeah.
I think
we still call that grilling.
Yeah, I've never done this preferred method of cooking burgers that you're talking about, Kyorain.
I don't think people put burgers in that. I think they put like good steaks in there.
But you put burgers in there?
Yeah, because why not?
Have you not ever had a steak burger?
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, you could cook the steak in there and then chop it up and put it on a burger. There you go.
Yeah. All right, so that I guess that's consensus there, not a hot take.
Yeah,
Throw it in the trash.
Garbage man.
So far, only one hot take. All right, I think that's about to change with this one. The moon is fake.
Oh, hot take.
I guess it is a hot take. There's a lot of people saying that the moon is real.
A lot of people are saying the moon is real.
Yeah, we have all these, what do you call them, astrologists?
Yeah, these astronomers over here.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to predict the future if the moon were. If they lied about the moon, so...
Yeah, Swanson, we don't respect astronomy. We're talking about astrology. You can't get those confused, okay?
Okay, so all these astronomers...
Yeah, astronomers, they're up there, they're saying, like, oh, the moon, like, your moon is going to make you, like, big and strong on the 45th day.
Yeah.
And I trust them.
When we look at the full moon, we unleash a hidden power.
It's true.
And also...
unlock the great ape.
Also, personally, I've looked at the moon, and it seems like it's there, you know?
I think it's fake, and I can't wait to tell the world.
Well, enjoy this hot...
saying this to be contrarian, so that's not very
Well,
hot.
no, here's the thing. Everyone says the moon landing was fake. No, the moon was fake.
But the moon landing was real?
Well, yeah, they landed on a fake moon.
Oh, so there is a thing in the sky then.
So what's in the sky?
So what does fake
moon?
Yeah, what does fake mean in this context?
What makes it fake if it's in the sky?
Well, long ago we had a buildup of trash and we shot it into space.
Why does it look like
that's the moon.
Why does it look like moon rocks and stuff in the...
So
that's just what trash looks like in space, Kyorain.
So you're just saying that the moon is real, but we're mistaken on its true nature.
No, moon is fake.
Okay.
No, you're saying there is an object in the sky where the moon is.
If there's object in the sky that we call the moon and it's there and we're looking at it every day, how's it fake?
Just because it's made out of garbage doesn't mean it's not the moon.
No, that's not the moon.
If it's always been made out of garbage.
That's Trash Planet. Duh.
Okay, hot take.
Wait, why can't... Okay, hot take, things can have more than one name.
Oh, I haven't heard anyone calling it Trash Planet.
Well, I think this is a hot take because Swanson is really going against the grain here, fighting the consensus.
I assume the people who shot into space probably called it the Trash Planet. The ancient Finnish Korean Hyper Empire.
Yeah. The first people in the space. Don't be fooled, Americans. All right. I have one final hot take. Oh, yeah, sorry. Put that on the grill. It's a hot take. All right.
I thought this was going to be like your opinions on Radiohead albums or something.
One final hot take here. Horses are bad pets.
Not a hot take.
Not a hot take. They're very expensive and they don't love you.
And they kick you.
Yeah, they do kick.
And they shit all the time.
Them.
Yeah, they do all those things. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much consensus. That's trash. Throw it in the garbage.
Just like horses.
That's right. Throw horses in the garbage while we're at it. So horses, I say nay.
Now, here's what we should do to see if horses are good or not. I think I've already proposed this somewhere before. So stop me if I'm repeating myself, but we should just kill half the horses in the world and see if things get better.
This seems like a radical strategy, and also, if I would be so bold, a hot take.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should put him in front of a guy tied to a trolley track, and 5 people tied to another trolley track that's connected to that trolley track by a switch, and then send a trolley down it out of control and see if it pulls the lever or not.
Ooh.
The horse is not going to pull the lever.
So does that mean the horse is good or bad?
Bad.
Yeah, it's a bad horse. That's how that moral.
How's my proposal
works.
a hot take, though?
Killing half the horses is probably a hot take for people who like horses.
Yes.
Oh, come on.
Like the Mongolians.
Oh boy.
They have a particularly strong attachment to horses there, Stair?
Yes. It was kind of their thing for a while.
Alright, let's put that on the TV Tuner's refrigerator.
What?
Mongolians?
The Stairmaster's quote about the Mongolians. Let's put that on
Genghis Khan was the original horse girl.
Alright, so we'll put that on Stairmaster's sort of racist board on the fridge here. Alright,
Yeah.
So we got 2 hot takes here. Which one do you think is the hotter take? Relish is not a condiment, or the moon is fake?
Moon.
The moon is... No, I think it's a relish one.
Yeah, I probably relish one because, I mean, there's a lot of people out there. A lot of people putting relish on...
Who have food opinions.
Yeah, they're putting relish on their hot dogs and saying, like, oh, this is the best condiment for my hot dog. Then I'm going to eat my hot dog. Who else wants a hot dog?
And those people are wrong.
Ow.
I want to be clear before I tweet this out later.
Ow, I burnt my lips on the hot dog.
Yeah, those people are wrong, and they wouldn't burn their lips if they didn't have stupid relish on their dumb hot dog.
I think the relish would actually help since it's fairly cool.
Any condiment could be cool. Relish isn't a condiment.
Oh.
Now, if you want a real condiment, people, can I tell the listeners about this condiment for their hot dog?
Manscaped.
Well, I wasn't going to say the Lawnmower 2.0 for their hot dog. I was going to say something a little...
The crop...
Yeah, you put the crop preserver 2.0.
The crop duster.
Put the crop duster 2.0 on there. And...
No, I was going to say something much more controversial.
Oh, okay.
It's a cum?
Nothing better on a good old hot dog. A good old New York ballpark Frank.
I think that is pretty controversial. And
hot take.
Put it on the grill.
All right, what I was going to say, though, was a good old, some baked beans on there.
Oh, no.
That is not a condiment.
That's worse than cum.
Those are not condiments. Those are beans.
Yeah.
No, but they're in kind of a slurry that makes them a condiment.
At least I'm willing to hear an argument for cum as a condiment.
I think there's a pretty strong argument for that. Like, if it came in like a squirt bottle.
Wait, hold on. Beans or cum?
No. Well, cum does come in a squirt bottle. If you catch my drift.
I would never describe the male anatomy as a squirt bottle, but okay.
Well, I would. Hot take.
Oh, put it on the grill.
What?
Ow, my...
Oh.
No, I'm not gonna do that bit.
All right. Anyway.
Okay, this has been Hot Takes, huh?
Yeah, this is Swanson's hot... That's been Swanson's hot takes.
I guess Swanson's now going to tweet about cum dogs.
No, I'm not tweeting about Cum Dog Millionaire. The classic porn parody for Slumdog Millionaire.
Hold on. Do you think that they got Indians for that, or it's a white people?
No, the porn industry's good like that. They got Indians.
It's good like that.
It's very diverse.
Yeah.
They figured out how to sexualize everything. So there you go.
Yeah, good on you, porn industry. Anyway, it's time for another segment near and dear to everyone's hearts. It's Trailer Blazers. Hit the theme, Stare. That's right. Trailer Blazers is back after a 1-week hiatus. And this week we're talking about Lost in Space.
Uh-oh.
Lost in Space 2, to be precise. The second season of the show that we all watched and loved, right? We all watched that great
I was really
season.
into the Lost in Space.
Well, as you know from our episode we did on it.
Yeah, we totally did an episode on Lost in Space, a show that I remember, and totally didn't think that Netflix canceled.
Yeah, I was very aware that there was a new season of this coming out.
What year was the first season? I don't even
I don't think it was in...
How long have we been doing this podcast?
A year. It's been over a year since we've done this. I think Lost in Space did not... Yeah, I think Lost in Space did not come out. It did. It came out in 2018, but in April of 2018. So it was before we did the podcast. So
fellas, you ever been lost in space?
Yeah, you've been lost in space because these people are lost in, I guess, space. It doesn't seem like space.
I hate it when my navigation computer goes out and I gotta be like, oh man, what am I gonna do about my pubes? Luckily, Manscaped
No,
has
we did that already.
Do we get paid for saying it like extra times throughout the podcast?
You would think, but no, we don't.
We don't get paid per pubes.
Or per mention of pubes.
Or per square inch.
So what you're saying is that they're contaminating the podcast with this disgusting talk of...
Who's they? Me or Manscaped?
Manscaped.
Yeah.
Yes, they're a corrupting influence on us. They're degenerates. They need to be purged.
Yes, but also go to Manscaped for 20% off using the code BIGHEADS.
And they'll somehow know we sent you specifically, and we'll get paid.
So from this trailer, I can discern that there's a robot, and they're after it.
The robot is like an anti-hero type?
Yeah. Also, the robot is titled Robot.
The robot's sort of like a Vegeta figure.
Why don't they have a name for the robot?
They can't really trust him.
Why do they call the robot the robot? Shouldn't it have a name?
His name is Robbie.
Robot. It's called Robot. Capital R Robot.
His name is Robbie, the robot.
No. See, in this reboot, it's Robot.
Why would you name him Robot?
I don't know. I haven't watched the show.
No.
They should at least name it like R.O.B.
What would it stand for, Kioran?
Stupid.
What would it stand for?
Robot.
Robot's in the name?
Yeah. Hold on. Is it robot that's in the name or R-O-B-O-O-T?
Yeah, so it's R-O-B-O-T, and then the first word is robot.
Yes. The rest of it doesn't matter.
It's R-O-B-O-T. In each season, you find out what one of the letters means. So at the very end of this first one, they revealed that the R stood for robot. So in season 2, we're getting ready to figure out what the first O stands for.
Hold on, I think that if you found out the first R was robot, you would just not watch the show anymore.
Well, we'll find out, I guess.
Also, I looked it up. His name is not Robbie in this show. So what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going on based on this trailer, because at first they're not in space. They're on like some planet in the sea. And it looks like they're in Death Stranding world.
It looks like Death Stranding. They got the little backpacks too, and the yellow jumpsuits.
The only thing that's missing is a baby.
I think once you find a planet that has like water on it, I think you don't call it space anymore.
Yeah, it's a world.
I feel like you've solved a lot of your space problems.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know if you can be lost in space when you're on a planet, especially when you're on a spaceship.
Maybe it was like a giant acid ocean or something? Is that what that was?
I don't think. That was definitely a metal spaceship that they were traveling in.
Okay. I need to correct this before we get a lot of angry tweets. Robbie the Robot was from the film Forbidden Planet. He made an appearance on 2 episodes of Lost in Space.
Oh.
But the robot from Lost in Space is called the Robot.
Oh, so even in the original?
Yes.
Wow.
But there was only one robot in that.
Wait, hold on.
right?
I'm looking at Wikipedia now. The Class M3 Model B9 General Utility Non-Theorizing Environmental Control Robot, also known simply as M3B9 Gunter.
That's simply?
Yeah.
I mean, Gunter is kind of a simpler.
So wait, the robot's name is Gunter? I feel like I would have heard that before if that were the case.
Apparently they never brought it up. They just called it the Robot.
The only thing I remember about Lost in Space at all is that the robot would, on occasion, say, danger.
Yeah, and it was bad. It was bad. It was a bad robot.
Was it a bad robot?
I don't. I have no idea.
The danger was nearby.
Yeah, that's usually a good
I think
thing.
it's a bad robot here since they had to turn
Are you
it
saying
off.
that Spidey's spider sense is a bad thing? Because it tells him that danger is nearby?
Yes.
Look, I just don't trust robots. Okay.
That's fair.
That's fair.
And also, this trailer shows a lot of evil robots. Because at some point, we go from this family having like a good old time on different planets to what looks to be like an alien ripoff, but with robots.
An alien robot crawling and looks like it's a rejected enemy from Death Stranding.
Yeah, true.
Like a very stereotypically menacing robot.
Yeah.
It looks like one of those things you would see in PT.
But, so anyway, the trailer in general seems to have 2 different tones to it. And to help sort of ease our confusion maybe a little bit, here's a synopsis I found for season 2 that was in a press release.
Oh, thank God.
We'll see if this helps answer any of your questions or perhaps creates more.
I don't have any questions.
None
I'm
at
just
all?
confused.
Okay, well, let's see
Yeah.
if this clears up any of your confusion.
Like, is one question mark a question?
Yes, that's a question mark. All right.
Okay.
There's more danger and adventure ahead for the Robinson family. With the Jupiter 2 stranded on a mysterious ocean planet without their beloved robot, the Robinsons must work together alongside...
Robinsons? Because there's a robot? Is that why they're called the Robinsons?
No, because it's like the Swiss Family Robinson.
No.
No, it's because like the Robinson Crusoe.
Oh, that's right. Yes. But also, yeah,
No.
sure. I mean, the Swiss
They're
Family
called-
Robinson
they're-
is also a play on the Robinson Crusoes, to be fair. The Robinsons must
They're
work
called
together.
the Robinsons because they have a robot. That's confirmed.
Why isn't it just the Robotsons then?
That would be too obvious.
The Robinsons must work together alongside the mischievous and manipulative Dr. Smith and the always charming Don West to make it back to the Resolute and reunite with the other colonists. But they quickly find all it is not as it seems. A series of incredible new threats and unexpected discoveries emerge as they look for the key to finding Robot and safe passage to Alpha Centauri. They will stop at nothing to keep their family safe. Survival is a Robinson specialty.
Hold on, I feel conflicted. I'm confused. I thought the robot was bad. That's why they were hesitant.
No,
to take it on.
the robot's good, but there's a bad robot as well.
Yeah, bad robot.
Oh, Tobor.
Yeah, there's a bad robot and it's run by J.J. Abrams. And
Oh no!
it's coming after him. Anyway, these people are colonists, so I'm immediately skeptical.
Oh yes, canceled.
Is it wrong to colonize a planet that has like dinosaurs on it though?
Yeah, what are those dinosaurs? Those dinosaurs are up to
I
something.
mean, as we know from Jurassic Park, dinosaurs are very smart.
Yes, Jeff Goldblum told us this.
Life will find a way.
Yeah, that's what he said. We played that clip just for that. Anyway, this looks filled with robots. Is that an accurate description?
Maybe too many.
Yeah. I just want one.
Let's have one robot and have him played by Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, we have to have a robot that builds other robots. That's the only way you can do it.
Oh,
no.
yeah. Robot building
Well,
robot.
that is how you colonize space.
Do you think that's what robot stands for? We only have 6 seasons to find out.
Oh, what if at the end of the 6th season, it cuts to his name, And an S fades in at the
Yeah,
end.
and that's the reveal for their final season.
And then in the real,
S stands for sex.
in the real final season, the person's about to say what the S stands for, and he gets shot in the head.
Yeah.
Oh no!
That's just the end of the episode. The entire show, and you never. It's sort of like The Sopranos, but the mystery is just figuring out what the S stands for.
I was thinking there's like a man smoking a cigar, and he starts a sentence and then it fades to black.
Oh, so it is like The Sopranos.
Yeah.
Anyways, don't watch this show.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I want to judge it based off of...
No!
Are you saying that
Look,
there's danger if you watch this show?
Yes.
The show might be fine. I don't know. Based on the trailer, I'm not interested in it at all, though.
Yeah. Maybe if I had watched the first season, I'd be like, "Oh yeah, give me some of that."
I'm invested in these
that's
characters.
That's another one of those TV tuners misconnections.
Yeah, it came out. It came out as a few scant months before TV Tuners started.
But we did the trailer?
No, we didn't. We didn't
TV
do TV. We
Tuners.
didn't do the trailer.
Why do I have memories of this then?
Because it was all over the internet. Because the robot was hot.
Wait, it had a sexy robot?
The robot had an
remember
ass.
That's it?
Oh, so it's like a Metal Gear Solid type android.
Yes, from what I can remember, you guys are seriously going to make me try and look this up. I can't believe I'm typing in "Lost in Space robot ass."
You don't have to do this.
Is that the reason why they want to find it? Because it's hot?
They want to collapse those cheeks.
I mean, yeah, that's the fact of the matter, actually. Yes, so similar to how a lot of people were hot for Venom.
What?
Well, how was his ass? I never saw it.
Venom's ass was pretty good.
What?
What?
You're unfamiliar with this, Gio, right?
Venom is that alien guy, right?
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, you know, he's
Okay.
the symbiote boy.
Yeah, I'm into it.
And people were really into him being a cute guy. Anyway, this is the robot with his ass, so you guys can take a quick peek at this.
Look at those thighs.
Those are powerful thighs. I'm not sure about the... Yeah, I guess that is an ass.
Here's another shot. People apparently thought this robot was hot.
I don't like the spikes, though.
That would be very difficult. Anal.
Yeah, what's the opinion here?
You would have to fuck him in the missionary
Is this
position.
is this a fuckable robot?
No.
No.
I don't think this hand took nice.
Here's a picture that I think is gonna make you guys more afraid, maybe. No, I think this is gonna make you more concerned for fucking this robot.
He's a laser? Is that a laser?
I feel like that's gonna burn my soul out if I get hit by that.
I think that's just a beam of light, Kiora. I don't think it's a laser.
Also, why are we talking about this on the podcast? These are pictures.
Oh yeah, Keo, describe this last one.
Alright, so there's this hulking, spiky robot man. You can't really tell it's a robot. You could actually consider it to be like maybe like a man wearing armor, like space armor.
Mm.
And it has like a
you kind of got like circles around his nipples.
he has like a spotlight head.
That's the
You know, he kind of looks
like
like the robot from FLCL.
a little bit.
That should be. We should rip off that robot, make that our mascot.
Yeah, because it's a TV robot.
Yeah, we should do
We
that.
should rip off the pink-haired lady with the motorcycle.
Yeah, have her and
Well,
the
we should-
robot
we
be our
should-
mascots.
We should make a lady version of that robot and make it the mascot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just give it
Yeah.
some big old juice.
Yeah, give it some big old titties.
Yeah,
Donkey donks.
yeah. There's our
Go
listener.
boobs.
There's our listener booster, right there. I thought they called them like milk machines or something.
Yeah. Milk squeezers.
Yeah,
Sacks.
I rate this robot 5 bags of popcorn.
Oh,
No, you can.
that's a masterpiece. All right. Well, that's it for Trailer Blazers. And now it's time for our main event, ish.
What?
we watched a show, and now we're going to talk about it.
Oh my god.
This week we watch the animated Harley Quinn show, DC Universe's latest product for us to view and enjoy, question mark.
For mature audiences only.
So before I don't want to tip our hand too much on how we're going to fall on this show, but has there been
did my groaning not...
Huh?
Did my groaning not give it away?
I think they figured it out when we saw the trailer.
Have we not? Well, Keel wasn't here for that, so he could have had maybe a dissenting opinion, but I feel like maybe not. Have we? We haven't watched a DC Universe show that we've enjoyed, right? Like consensus wise, because I liked Swamp Thing, but you two didn't like it as much as I did.
No, we didn't get all wet for Swamp Thing.
Yeah, I was practically gushing.
You were all mucking about.
Yeah, although to be fair, I did not watch any more Swamp Thing after we were done talking about it. So I guess in the end, you were right.
Yeah, DC has a really good track record for putting out stuff that I'm not interested in at all.
Yeah, and this is another one of those.
Yeah, to put it lightly.
So yeah, we start out, the Joker's here with Harley Quinn. They're hanging out.
Well, okay.
Yeah?
All right, so take in the dialogue in this show, just take us talking and replace every third word with the F-bomb, and that's what the show is.
Wow.
On this fucking show, what we're talking about here is the fucking Joker and Harley Quinn are fucking out, and they're on this fucking yacht.
They're fucking out. They're having sex in front of these guys.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of rich people having like a rich people get together. The Joker shows up because
the Joker's there the whole time.
Yeah, well, yes, I was getting to that. The Joker's there, disguised as in the body of someone, which I guess is very Joker, but
that's like, I guess DC Comics circa 2010-ish.
Yeah, it's very.
That was when he cut his face off, right?
Yeah, that sounds a bit stupid. That sounds around that stupid time.
That sounds pretty twisted to me.
There's nothing more sick and twisted than cutting off your own face for no reason.
Was this the same Joker who would leave Taunt in the Batcave? Or was that a different? Or did they shift the continuity?
I don't know. Who can remember? All I know is that this Joker right here is not voiced by Mark Hamill,
or Troy Baker.
And you can tell.
Not voiced by Nameson.
Oh, come on. You know who Mark Hamill is. He voiced the Joker.
Nope.
It's the Joker from the animated series, Keo Rain. Don't be a...
Come on. You gotta know that.
Why would I know that?
Because
he's Luke Skywalker.
He also looks... That too. He played one generation's hero and one generation's villain.
Listen, I'm a television novice. I'm not gonna know about this kind of stuff.
That's true. Anyway, so...
Somehow they didn't get Kevin Conroy for this, and good for them.
Yeah, for the two lines that Batman has.
He has some good lines, so...
Yeah, this is the thing is with this show, is that there's some jokes in here.
It's ostensibly a comedy.
But I don't think the Joker makes any of them.
That's true. The Joker himself seems to have none of the good ones. Which I guess maybe...
That's a big problem.
I think that's... I'm not going to say that's the point, but I feel like it works because the Joker thinks he's very funny, but is in fact not. But he does get to rip off a man's face and use it as a puppet.
I think the main joke... There's two jokes they have for this Joker. The first joke is that he's a dick, and the second one is that he's randomly violent.
Yeah, the Joker in this one really loves using a gun. Just really shooting that gun.
I guess is a reference to Killing Joke.
Because he shot someone in that. Spoilers.
Which is also referenced in this somehow, except I'll get to it.
So they start fighting. Harley's beating up these people. They're hiding behind this money at some point, and then someone shoots a rocket launcher at it, and it just sort of gets a little bit of fire on it. Well, how big is this pile of money that is nigh indestructible?
Yes, the rocket should have gone through the money without exploding. That shouldn't have even triggered
Yeah, it's just a big stack of money. Is there like a metal case inside there with more money inside?
Also, why do they have a bazooka? What kind of bodyguard carries a bazooka?
The best guy.
In Gotham City, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
You always got to be prepared for some sort of villain showing up to mess with your rich person party.
They got like crocodile men walking around and like...
Yeah. So anyway, Batman shows up because he's a defender of the rich. And he starts fighting them.
But they don't make a joke about that for some reason.
It's right there.
Instead, Joker's like, Jesus, this guy.
Yeah, he could have just been like, oh,
Which is really uncharacteristic.
here comes the rich man.
It's very uncharacteristic of Joker not to be happy when Batman shows
Yeah,
up.
he should have a raging boner every time Batman shows up.
Yeah, especially considering the end of this episode.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Instead, he's just like, ugh, this guy. I can't believe I have to fight Batman, my one true love.
Look, guys, he was making a joke. The joke is that he acted enthusiastic about Batman instead of
I wish I was.
instead of a more appropriate response to him arriving.
Yes, if only I were in on this Joker. Anyway, so...
Aren't there other superheroes in Gotham, like C-listers?
Nah, we don't.
Like
This is a Batman show.
Okay.
So Batman shows up. He apprehends Harley. Joker's like, yeah, so, see ya.
Good luck.
So then she's in Arkham for a while.
Oh, no, we gotta talk about Commissioner Gordon.
Oh, that's right. We get introduced to...
Yeah, for some reason, Batman brings her to the nighttime rooftop.
for some reason. And we get introduced to Jim Gordon, who appears to have already been driven mad by the Joker.
He looks like Johnny Quest from the Venture Brothers.
He's like really tweaking out on
Yeah,
something.
with the same facial hair.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on with this Jim Gordon.
I mean, it seems like a logical conclusion to his life, but...
Yeah, he seems to have just lost it at some point, and is just very depressed and lonely, which, fair, I guess, but, like, doesn't he have a family?
Maybe not.
Look, it's funny that he's so disheveled. Okay, it's funny.
Yeah,
It's funny.
This is what I call comedy.
Swanson laugh.
Harley Quinn.
Swanson laugh. Stare laugh.
Oh,
Stare,
we forgot the
stare
joke
laugh.
that made me laugh. We forgot the joke that made me laugh.
And the
Hey,
joke,
what joke made you
yeah,
laugh?
what was the joke that made you laugh?
When Joker's escaping, Harley Quinn's like, ain't he cute when he's escaping? And Batman's just like, no. And smash cuts to the Commissioner Gordon scene.
Yeah, can we all agree Batman's the best part of this show? Because
Yes, they should have made the show about Batman.
Yes, they should have made a comedy show about Batman.
because he's just not having any of this.
Yeah, he has no time for the shenanigans going on here.
It's almost like the writers knew how obnoxious their show was, and they had to counterbalance it with Batman just being totally deadpan the whole time.
Yeah. I think the only way it could have been better is if Batman was around more.
Then they might ruin him, though.
Oh, yeah, they might have had him say something like, well, listen, I'll get to it at the end here, but there's something that Batman distinctly does not do that I find very telling about where this show's at.
Anyways, Harley Quinn makes a joke about Batman fucking bats.
Several
I'm surprised
times.
that hasn't come up. I'm surprised that hasn't come up before. Like, this is the first time she's getting around to it.
Oh, you mean, yeah. I mean, it seems like a joke that I would have come up with at 5, so I can see why it's in here.
She's like,
Also, and to Batman's credit, he does not encourage this at all. He doesn't respond to it at all.
Yeah, he's not like, I don't fuck bats. Which I guess is like better than the worst possible writing, right? Because the worst possible writing would be Batman being like, I don't do
that's
that.
like if Adam Sandler.
Yeah,
wrote
Adam
this,
Sandler would have Batman
say.
being like, I don't fuck bats. And then Harley Quinn would be like, person who fucks bats says what? And he'd be like, what?
How many times have we seen that scene?
In an Adam Sandler movie, you mean?
Yeah, since we have seen its entire film.
Well, not anymore, we
Second
haven't.
year.
It's been a few years.
Yeah,
That's
we're
that's
lapsed.
a different timeline, Stairmaster.
Anyway, yeah, if Adam Sandler wrote this, it'd definitely be a bit more sophomoric.
Anyways, yeah. Then we cut to Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
Which is like a real challenge because this show is a little sophomoric.
It's pretty bad. So we get Harley Quinn is waiting patiently for the Joker to show up after 6 months. It has not happened.
Also, Killer Croc is in visitations. He's on the phone with some guy I thought was a Riddler, but he wasn't.
Well, the Riddler's in jail.
Yeah, so who was that purple-suited guy?
I don't know. We'll have to find out. Maybe it's a clue for later when Killer Croc returns.
Maybe it's Mad Hatter.
You think? Yeah, you think they're like an item?
Isn't he usually like a short guy?
Mad Hatter, yes. And also, I don't think he wears purple.
Yeah. I think purple is his exclusive color.
I would say purple is the Joker's exclusive color.
No, green and purple.
So he has two exclusive colors.
Yes.
All right. So anyway, yeah, she's waiting, and Poison Ivy, who becomes her like steadfast friend,
Yes, they're good friends.
shows up and is like, "Man, why do you care about this dude? He's obviously an asshole who doesn't care about you." And she's like, "Nuh-uh." And in fact, I'm gonna make a whole episode about this.
Also, we get a kind of funny bit about Calendar Man being a deadbeat dad.
Yeah, that was all right, I
and his
guess.
pissed off wife calling Harley Quinn a porno clown.
And then his son brings a plant, but it immediately gets destroyed because
Yeah, that was weird though.
the plant getting destroyed, or the
Pacing
guards.
the pacing on that whole entire scene.
Oh yeah, that's very fast paced.
Yeah, and they cut away from it. They burn the plant, and then the security guard yells at the kid and says, "This is why he doesn't remember your birthday."
Yeah.
And then 10 milliseconds later, or 1 millisecond later, it smash cuts to the next scene.
And they're fighting.
Where there's a
What are
big
they
rock.
doing here in this scene? Because I'm confused. They're fighting their way
I
out
think
of.
they're trying to
They're trying to break out, but they're not successful.
No, they're just having
yes.
they're just having a classic asylum struggle for no reason.
Anyways, Harley Quinn meets a lady with an iron coochie
This is.
and almost breaks her
Yeah,
hand.
I'm confused. Who's this like villain that she meets?
It's just a security
She
guard
kicks
lady.
her in the groin, and I guess because she's female, it doesn't hurt.
It gets the sound of metal slamming.
I'm confused.
Yeah, was there literally metal there? Or was it just to show that the attack was ineffective?
Because I'm pretty sure if you kick a female in the groin, it still hurts.
They're like, "Oh fuck!"
And that's what they say.
Yeah.
And
Most of I think that's one of the things they would
Yeah.
say. Maybe, ooh,
Or ah!
ouch!
oh no.
Yikes!
That is one. Yeah, that's one of the things they could say.
That's my favorite one.
But anyway, so yeah,
That ain't it, sis.
this. So eventually, Poison Ivy breaks her out of jail. They all have a good prison escape time. She wakes up and
And then we get introduced to Franklin the Palace.
yeah,
Plant.
everyone's favorite character on this show.
Noted cannibal.
Hey guys, I don't want to alarm you, but look out the
Cannibal if a
window.
plant eats a human.
There's like people gathering in front of the studio. What's going on out
What?
They
there?
got signs. I
What?
can't really read what they say, but I think that's the DC Comics logo.
Well, they're not really doing anything, so I guess we can ignore them for now.
DC Comics
for adults. Huh?
What?
What was that?
DC calling for adults.
I think we need to put on the sound blocking curtains.
All right. Much better.
Much better.
Yes.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
Ooh, Jinx, you owe me a bad TV show.
Oh. Well, here we
All
go.
So yeah, there's we get Franklin the plant, and he's funny, I guess. Is that what they're going
Yeah,
for
their
there?
entire family.
He's
Wacky.
he's-
He says the F word.
he's this show's Brian.
Yeah, he's a real
Oh,
Brian.
no.
You know, when you see a character like this, you're like, oh, that's a real Brian.
I guess the Joker's Peter then.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Or I guess Harley Quinn's Peter and Poison Ivy's Lois.
Sure, if you have to continue this analogy.
We must go
Who is
further.
Stewie?
Batman.
Oh. See, I thought Batman was more of the Chris.
I mean, Batman is very gay.
I figured Batman was more of like the Quagmire, maybe the
Oh.
Cleveland.
No, Mad Hatter would be Quagmire.
Mad Hatter's not in this.
He's probably gonna be. They're gonna bring Mad Hatter in and make a Me Too joke.
Oh yeah, just like they would with Quagmire. Anyway, so yeah, why am I supposed to care about these extremely bad people exactly?
That is a good question. You should, if you're gonna. They don't really make the supervillain lifestyle glamorizing like you would in like Goodfellas or something.
Well, yeah, or even make them sympathetic. These people, there are people who die, like an entire family that gets eaten by poison ivy's plant, and the most we can muster is oh, gee.
It's like the worst excesses of the Invader Sim style.
Look,
Johnny the homeless.
I deeply care about this abusive relationship Harley Quinn's in. It's very relatable.
Okay, so yeah, everyone in the show's an asshole.
Oh no!
Everyone in the show's an asshole, and I don't. Should Harley Quinn be saying the F word? Should Joker be saying the F word?
I mean, they can. It doesn't matter to me. That's not really the part that matters to me so much as that it's used in excess for no reason.
It's used about 3 times per minute.
It adds nothing to the show except for to tell us that this show's for adults.
Yeah. Like, there are, like, when I watch The Big Lebowski, I'm not laughing because they're using the F word constantly.
And I'm not laughing because I hear Ian McShane say cocksucker and
yeah.
What I think is they should use it if it makes the dialogue seem more realistic for adults.
Right. Or at least if it conveys some sort of emotions, right?
Honestly, it seems more like Batman would be saying fuck.
Fuck this fucking Joker.
Yeah, or, if it's funny.
No, it's just like one single soft. Like Pedro Pascal in Narcos.
Yeah, or in The Mandalorian.
Where he also says fuck.
At the end of the first episode, he gives out a solitary fuck when he sees Baby Yoda.
Hey, since Revenge of the Sith is PG-13, that means they can say the fuck word. Where would you put it in that film?
Right at the end. Instead of no, Darth Vader just says, fuck!
Okay, well, that's the best answer.
Which is more, I think that makes more sense, honestly. That's truer to the character.
Maybe even further at the end when Darth Vader looks at the Death Star, he's just like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
My main issue with these shows and movies that decide to cram F-bombs into every other word is that it just doesn't sound like real dialogue. It sounds it sounds like they're trying way too hard to make it sound adult.
Yeah.
Anyways, we get the her talking to her own portrait scene, which was actually kind of funny.
Nah, that was fine.
F words in it.
So, eventually she reunites with the Joker, much to Poison Ivy's chagrin. And it all, eventually the Joker finds out that the Riddler, has a riddle, or has a joke that's going to make everyone laugh until they die.
No, it's a riddle that makes everyone laugh so much that they die. Not a joke.
And Joker is mad about this because he's supposed to be funny. And this is
Yes, he's got a grudge because the media called the Riddler the funniest villain in Gotham.
And this is the line that I would say is actually a pretty funny Joker line when he refers to the Riddler as the most indirect asshole, because that's actually a pretty succinct description of the Riddler.
Also, why does this Joker care so much when Harley comes to break up with him?
Because it would make him look like less of a man. He's a misogynist, you see.
Oh, okay. But he leaves her in prison because that doesn't affect his masculinity at
all. So yeah, the Joker and her get back together, and he gets mad about the Riddler. He sends her after him.
Yes, in exchange for affection.
Yeah, and she encounters Batman at the same time. This would have been a good time for Batman to say fuck.
Hey, Harley, you wanna fuck?
Well, I meant more like him being like, oh, fuck. But anyway,
he has no reaction to being captured.
None.
He's used to it.
That's fair. So him and Harley get captured by the Riddler. Joker shows up.
They're putting these orbs above acid.
The Riddler has like a riddle about acid, but they already guessed it.
So the Riddler switches from riddles to a Sophie's Choice.
Yeah, and gives the Joker a Sophie's Choice. The Joker picks Batman because to be saved because he loves Batman more than he loves Harley, which is not exactly a bold idea. I think since the 2000s, people have been suggesting that the Joker has some sort of love.
I mean, the Killing Joke kind of had that. They were in.
That's true.
So you're saying this isn't a hot take, is what you're saying?
Correct. There's also
Put it in the garbage.
Oh yeah, that's the Killing Joke reference you mentioned before. Is when the Joker talks with Gordon.
Yes, Jim Gordon mentions his partner was shot and paralyzed, which either means his romantic partner or his cop partner. So I guess Barbara Gordon isn't his daughter in this.
I guess who's gonna find out? Us?
Not us. I don't think even the people writing this show.
Yeah. But there's something about Jim Gordon that makes him sort of like some sad sack because he does invite Batman to a barbecue that Batman promptly denies.
He rebuffs it very quickly.
Which is the second funny no that Batman had the entire episode.
It's a good gag.
Batman doesn't have time for those. Also, the question is, presumably Jim Gordon does not know that Batman is Bruce Wayne, so he is just straight up inviting Batman to his barbecue.
Well, I don't think anyone else was coming.
So what Jim Gordon was expecting was that Batman would show up and they'd have like a couple beers and just sort of hang out by the grill.
Then do some math.
In full costume and do math,
Anyway, so Joker chooses Batman to live. Harley's dropped into acid. Batman does not save her.
This is what, I was going to mention this.
This is very
because
weird, considering they're playing Batman so straight.
He promptly leaves.
Right. Batman promptly chases after Joker as, to his knowledge, Harley Quinn falls into acid and dies.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I don't think there's any hope if someone actually fell into a vat of acid like that.
It's Batman.
He has a grappling hook. He can shoot grappling hook as a free action.
It's Batman. He had time to prepare.
He could have passed that check.
Yeah,
Batman's reflex stats. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, his initiative is before that of Gravity's.
But instead Batman just straight runs. Also because Batman had the reaction time to run after Joker before Harley fell into the acid, because she sees him run away. So
good point.
Maybe so. I have a theory. But keep going.
Is your theory that he knew it wasn't acid?
Yes.
How?
Well, why would he leave her to die then?
I mean, I guess, but that means that we have to assume that he was also in on it for some reason.
Well, maybe he wasn't on it because...
I mean, maybe Riddler left him a riddle that told him the plan.
He got captured so easily, and he seemed really unconcerned about it.
True.
He had nothing to say about it.
I mean, of villains that talk to Batman a bunch, the Riddler does rank up there.
Yeah, that's fair. And I guess Poison Ivy is sort of on the sliding scale of villainy, in terms of that sometimes she is not a villain.
Sometimes she's got a thing going with Batman.
Yeah.
But not really. Not that often.
But so it turns out Poison Ivy is the real criminal mastermind here because she orchestrated this entire plot.
And the acid is margarita, which is strange because it's still steaming after they reveal it to be margarita.
Well, that's how you know it's true margarita mix.
Have you ever been to a party, Stare, where they're serving margarita mix?
But only margarita mix.
I don't know anything about alcohol. I'm straight edge.
It's true. Stare's straight edge and no fat.
I just stick to ketamine.
Oh, we got a problems there. So anyway, Poison Ivy manages to convince Harley Quinn that she should ditch the Joker. So then she pointlessly goes back to rub it in Joker's face, I guess. I mean, I get why she does it, right?
Yeah, it's cathartic.
Yeah. But it's an excuse in the show to put in a real violent set piece. In a show that didn't need any more violence.
Yeah, is like a gruesome fight scene, like, is that a gag?
Yeah, it's real funny when she breaks people's bones, right? And I get to see that.
It's funny because you wouldn't expect a DC comic book.
Well, I think it's not shocking anymore after half an hour of this.
Yeah. It's weird too because I don't know, I can't really pinpoint why I find the violence in this so off-putting when it's not any more violent than a show like Rick and Morty. I think it's because the heightened quality is maybe a little different. I don't know.
It's because the world is so fantastical, but the violence is mundane and realistic.
Yeah, it's...
I mean, besides the Joker grenade melting people.
But even that is also extremely gory.
Yes.
It's also, I think, just the fact that this violence serves really no purpose.
Is the joke...
Also, this animation isn't very good.
Yeah, is the joke like, haha, this is what it would actually look like if they fought like this?
Well, the important part is that she loses her mallet and gets her bird of prey.
Yeah, or Suicide Squad.
Here's my hot take. I don't like the birds of prey design.
I mean, yeah, the original design is a classic. Why do you have to change it? And make her have less clothes?
Anyway, she narrowly survives this brawl, and Joker is buried under some rubble, and he's like, "Are you going to kill me?" And she's like, "No, but I don't have to save you," and walks off in the episode.
Yeah, and we get the...
right another millisecond after. The editing on this is so...
No, because we get the scene where they're back at the house and the thing explodes or whatever. The guy explodes. Or does that happen before she goes to the Joker?
Which house?
They're at Poison Ivy's house and they're talking. And then the Joker...
Hot take.
Oh, yeah, that's after.
Oh, yeah, the Joker sends a suicide bomber messenger.
Hot take, she should have killed him.
Yeah, and then the Joker's just dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
Joker lives in a house with his face on the front. How has Batman not just found him?
Well, she lampshades that later when they go to the Riddler's lair, where she says, "How's no one find these?" Which is a pretty okay gag.
But it's marred by being in the show.
Yeah, much like everything else in the show.
Yeah, this show seems to think that vulgarity and gore is funny, which it's not.
It's not. I mean, it's not hilarious. No, you need to have other stuff.
No, we need obscenity, like Batman cursing out God and Jesus.
Fuck you, God! And he's like at his parents' grave.
You took my parents. That's more interesting, character-wise.
Yeah. Do you think that's in the Snyder cut?
Of Justice League?
Yeah, just him swearing at God.
Yeah.
The show definitely was at its best, though, when they weren't dropping F-bombs and being nasty.
Yeah, I think, yes. I can't say if there was a scene that was, the best on this show, but there were gags that were good, and none of them involved, over-the-top violence or vulgarity. And, Batman. Having Batman be the only, the straight man to this whole thing is pretty funny.
Yes.
And fits.
Please, don't have Harley Quinn swear. She's a good girl.
Cancel.
So, yeah, I don't really have much else to say about this show. Any final thoughts, Stairmaster?
No, the coloring is very bad, too. The palette is not pleasant to look at, despite being this larger-than-life comic book style thing.
I wouldn't even really describe the colors used as a palette, really. It's just the
opening scene on the yacht, it's very ugly to look at, the way they have the settings.
Which is very atypical for a DC animated show.
I don't think this show really had color design, really, if you think about it.
It's not interesting. And what they do with color is kind of ugly to look at.
Yeah.
Like the acid scenes and whatnot. Yeah.
Kioran? Final
5 bags of popcorn.
Oh.
No.
You mean negative 5 bags of popcorn? They owe us some popcorn?
5 bags of burnt popcorn.
Oh, yeah, that sounds about right.
5 bags of popcorn and 1 Emmy for what that this show will certainly get.
Well, we need to counterbalance all this negativity with some IMDb reviews.
Oh. Okay, Kioran.
All right. So we've got a review here. It's 10 stars out of 10.
Oh boy. Okay.
And it's scale only goes up to 5.
And it's titled "Now We Are Talking."
DC comic for adults. Oh no.
Swanson.
They've broken the sound. They've broken our sound barriers.
How?
I don't know. They must be yelling at such a loud pace.
DC Comics for adults.
God.
DC Comics for adults.
It's coming from inside.
Okay, and the review actually says, finally, another good animation show for adults.
Oh, no.
Why can DC only be good in animation? This show is brutal, fast, chaotic. Like it.
I mean, I guess it is chaotic. And pacing.
This other review says, amazing. The only time I stopped smiling throughout the entire first episode was when I was laughing.
Is that how laughing works?
Yeah, you stop smiling to laugh.
And they were just grinning the rest of the time.
Yeah.
What a treat this show is. I can't wait for more.
I think my favorite trend with IMDb reviews is that usually they'll just have sort of like a like amazing or like good. It's just at the top as like their title because I couldn't think of one. So it's just like good stuff.
Yeah, I've got one. I got one that just says yes.
All right.
Finally, Harley's getting her own show. About time.
That's it.
That's it.
I guess it
10
is.
stars.
2 stars.
No, 10 stars.
Oh. Well, I'm glad for that Harley Quinn fan.
Yeah, good.
Well,
Go off,
Yes.
Queen.
I've
I
got-
don't know. I think if I was a super Harley Quinn
I'd be a
fan,
little
it'd be
annoyed.
very-
You know, it's okay to like a TV show.
Well, but to round this out, though, I've got a 2-star review here.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Stop politicizing everything.
Excuse me? What?
Well, I mean, yeah.
Wait, is that the title?
Gentlemen. Yeah.
Okay.
Warning. Spoilers.
Oh, no.
Gentlemen, my fellow whites. Seriously, who says that?
What? Hold on.
Let's raise
Wait, hold
a
on. Is that
glass.
part of your review, or?
No, it says quote, gentlemen, my fellow whites, parentheses, seriously, who says that?
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Semicolon, let's raise a glass at this pyramid of money, the foundation of which
These
was
are all
built
lines from the show.
Oh.
on our
yes.
favorite pastime. No end quote, semicolon, period. That was the opening scene monologue. And I'm not even 1 minute in. I nexted that nonsense after that, semicolon, and I'm black and not rich. dot. dot. Good luck with that, DC. You made your bed, semicolon. It's time to lay in your nonsense, and I feel the painful reality of those crickets and tumbleweeds, dot, again.
As a black
That
man who
woman
is
should've-
definitely not rich, I feel the need to write this very long screed.
Alright, I opened up the IMDb. I got one from user Pumpin'.
I didn't even finish this one.
So shit.
Yeah, also, we
That
don't need
woman-
any more
Now.
IMDb reviews.
Too bad.
Batwoman should have been an indicator, but by all means, keep going. They should have made Batman vs. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles show instead of destroying Harley Quinn with this, semicolon. True fans won't buy this forced feeding.
26 out of 47 found this helpful.
Yeah, alright.
25 out of 45.
26 out of 47. That's what and what's just changed between the time we opened up IMDb?
Dang.
Yeah. You said you had a review?
Yes.
Yeah.
User Pumpadamp. This is all the charm which made the comic characters so fun to read in the first place. Instead of a sexy and fun adventure,
Sexy.
the show is full of the same boring feminist and social justice talking points that have
Oh,
already
God.
destroyed tons of other franchises. Every white male character
boy.
is either stupid or idiots, while Harley has been turned from a fun character into a boring one-dimensional feminist talking point.
I don't think Harley Quinn says or does anything in this show that's feminist. Like, maybe that changes in the other episodes on this show, but in this first episode, nothing, I don't know if anything she does outside of maybe the ending is really a feminist thing.
Oh, also, this is the most helpful review. 38 of 63 people found this helpful.
Very helpful, pointing out the real politics of this show that had a real
This is
political
very-
message.
This is a very controversial show in IMDb. All the reviews are like 50% helpful.
Yeah, that's wild. Anyway, I have something of a controversial thing to say here at the end myself.
Okay, I have my knife.
Well,
DC Comics for adults.
this seems to be a tune-out by all measures.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, well, and I mean, nothing that I say is going to change that. You two are obviously tuning out on this.
Hmm?
That said, I have to stick to our standards on TV tuners. We have always watched 2 episodes of a half-hour show.
You motherfucker. You motherfucker.
I cannot in good conscience give my official tune in or tune out on this until I have watched the 2nd episode. Now,
we picked the show
hold
because
on.
there's only 1 episode
Hold
out.
on. Who's still talking, bitch? I am not going
Swanson's
to
going to make us watch the
I'm
next
sorry,
episode.
Mr. J.
Swanson's going to make us watch the next episode. Swanson's going to make us
No,
watch the next
I
episode.
am not going to require you two to watch this next episode, but I will watch this next episode and withhold my judgment until then.
Oh, no.
So for now, it is a tentative. Well, I mean, it's going to be a tune out either way. But I will watch the 2nd episode and get you back with my official vote. But for now, it is a tune out still.
This is a tune in for Harley Quinn.
I guess I'm gonna have to withhold my tune out.
Wait, you're also.
I can't let.
And
I can't let you do it alone, buddy.
Oh,
and I'm
boy.
giving it a tune in.
Oh no! So this is a tentative tune in.
Yeah.
I really didn't think you guys were gonna bite on this that hard. All right. Well, I guess this is a tentative tune in for Harley Quinn.
Oh no.
We'll be back to correct this mistake next week. I guess this is a cliffhanger, really. To be continued next week on TV Tuners. Until then, keep watching. Bye. It's over.
Hey guys, it's Keo here, and it's time for the TV Tuners Fact of the Week. Stairmaster has 3 gold diamonds hidden away somewhere.
I'm Michael, the host of the semi-monthly podcast In a City Like Yours. Join me as I chat with interesting people with interesting life stories. You can listen to the podcast on all major podcast platforms, including Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, and TuneIn. You can follow us on Twitter at IACLYS Podcast, as well as on Facebook and Instagram at In a City Like Yours Podcast. Please feel free to let me know what you think, and keep coming back for the many interesting stories in a city like yours.